Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Honorable Speaker Sir, I am presenting the budget for the year 2022-23 on the happy occasion of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Karnataka state has earned a prestigious position in the developmental map of the country due to its natural resources, knowledge-based enterprises, diverse agroclimatic zones, rich culture and heritage. Our priority is to create an environment of ease of living for common people with a balanced and all-round development by proper utilization of the inherited resources. The experiment in 2018 to form coalition government when there was no clear majority excluding the party which obtained highest number of seats was unsuccessful. Later, after obtaining the requisite majority in the general by-elections and formation of the government, the state is moving forward towards development due to stable and efficient administration despite COVID-19 and floods. The successful management of COVID was possible due to the timely assistance of central government and able leadership in the state. In the post-COVID period, all efforts made to bring the economic development on the right track is finding success now. This is clear in the 2021-22 budget. In the 2022-23 budget, programs have been formulated for the overall development of the state by achieving higher economic development and maintaining the fiscal discipline. My people-friendly approach is evident from the decisions we have taken in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic and natural calamities. Raitha Vidyanidhi scholarship to the children of farmers, enhancement of monthly pension under social security schemes on the same day of assuming the office. As per this poetic saying, we are working with the vision of Sabka Saath and Sabka Vikas. Our aspiration is to increase the involvement and participation of all the people in the state economy. For this, we have adopted the 3 E's mantra: employment, education, and empowerment for the upliftment of weaker sections. My aim is to formulate and effectively implement the government programs so that women, backward classes, scheduled castes, scheduled tribe, and economically weaker sections are all involved in the economic activities. Specific initiatives are being implemented to double the income of farmers as per the dream of our Prime Minister. Karnataka also has suffered under the grip of COVID-19 pandemic, which devastated the life throughout the world for the last 2 years. Apart from this, the state has incurred huge loss on account of excessive rainfall and floods. Prime Minister has become a true mass leader by effectively managing the COVID-19 challenges by upgrading the health system, medical facilities, and by providing medicines and vaccines to protect the life of 130 crore people of our country. Under his leadership, government headed by former Chief Minister B.S. Yedurappa and my government which came to power thereafter have successfully faced this challenge. We have been successful in managing the third wave of COVID by proper utilization of technology, advice from experts, and the guidance of central government. We have immediately responded to the challenges confronted with utmost precaution and preparation. We have ensured safety of people by giving more than 10 crore doses of vaccine in the state. I express my heartfelt gratitude to all the frontline workers, officers, and staff of various government departments and voluntary organizations who have strived for this, and also to the people's representatives and citizens for the cooperation. In addition to effectively managing the challenges confronted due to COVID-19 and natural disasters, my government has successfully managed the responsibility with utmost caution and balance without derailing development. Our government is attempting to literally follow the spirit of democracy, government of the people, by the people, and for the people, and has taken steps to deliver the services and the benefits of the government schemes to the doorstep of the people. Our government has implemented integrated public grievances redressal system and Gram 1 scheme for providing citizens services to the people at Gram Panchayat level. As these technology based schemes are transparent and people friendly, it has avoided needless visit of the people to the government offices. The programs implemented on the occasion of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav are for the development of rural and urban infrastructure and helping farmers, women, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and backward class people to lead the life with self-respect. These meaningful programs facilitate them to be the partners in the development of the state by involving them in the economic activities. The state has had to face a lot of challenges over the past 2 years due to the onset of the COVID pandemic, which has resulted in slowdown of the economy. However, the economy seems to be rebounding as seen in the revenue collection figures for 2021-22. This has been possible due to the efforts made by the government to combat the pandemic as well as to push growth. In 2021-22, all sectors have shown growth compared to 2020-21. Industrial sector has grown by 7.4%, service sector has grown by 9.2%, and agriculture sector has grown by 2.2%. Overall GSDP for 2021-22 at constant prices is expected to grow by 9.5% compared to the previous year. There will be more efforts put to continue on this path of recovery in 2022-23 by presenting a progressive and growth-oriented budget. The revenue resources of the state include state's own tax, non-tax receipts, share from central taxes, and grant in aid from Government of India. The revenue collection started in a sluggish manner due to the second wave of COVID pandemic at the start of the year. However, during the course of the year, It has picked up and we will be reaching our targets estimated in the budget. Government of India's revenue collections has also increased in the financial year 2021-22, because of which the share of central taxes to the state has been increased in the revised estimates to rupees 27,145 crore from rupees 24,273 crore estimated in the budget. Government of India in its budget for 2022-23 has estimated rupees 29,783 crore as tax devolution to Karnataka.